Later today, the brand new Bart and Cherry Starr Museum will officially open to the public. It's housed at the Rawhide Youth Campus in New London, and that's what Cal Larson is this morning. Hi, Cal.
Hey, good morning, ladies. What a beautiful space, and a very important space, too. Blessed to be joined by Heather Stern, the Chief Growth Officer out here at Rawhide. Heather, good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Cannot say enough great things about the space. I've been in here for just a couple minutes. It's fantastic. How did this come to be?
Yeah, so it's been about 3 years in the making. Met with the Starr family years ago, and they were asked many times to do an autobiography, and they wanted this to be their life story. So we started designing it and planning it way back then, and the blessing is Cherry got to be part of this all the way through, so all the way to the finished project.
Yeah, absolutely. I know she was out here for the groundbreaking and had some phenomenal stuff to say. We'll get a chance to show off some of the side rooms later, but what's in this space?
Yeah, so the goal was this wasn't going to be about football. It was going to be a walk through their life. It was going to be, the theme is love, you know, and love for football, love for fans, love for each other, love for their family. And so it's a walk through their life. It's about their humble beginnings, their love story, their family, their tragedy of losing their son, their legacy of compassion, what led to their connection with Rawhide. And the gridiron is an area about football, but it's much more about values and hard work and grit and just love for other players, and that's what Bart wanted it to be. So.
Absolutely. Football, of course, a part out here,
absolutely.
But not anywhere close to the whole part. And for people who may not know, what's Bart's tie to Rawhide?
Yeah, so 65 years ago when we started, Bart and Cherry both became partners in this project and are the reason we're still here. So they committed to walking alongside the Gillespies and making this something special because they believed in helping kids become everything that they can be, you know, no matter what their circumstances.
Such a powerful story. The space finally open, now open today.
Yes.
How excited are you?
We're very excited. Long time in the making, and I'm just really excited to show off, everything that Cherry and all the others put into this place to make it such a legacy.
So much to see out here. If people come out here, whether it be today, a week, a month, whatever, is there some area they need to go to immediately?
Oh, my favorite is the love story.
Okay.
So, their love is better than any Hallmark movie you'll ever watch. And one of the most beautiful things in there is a box of that Bart gave Cherry, her most prized possession. And it's filled with hundreds of love letters that Cherry gave me the honor of reading and picking my favorites to display here in the museum. And it's powerful.
Yeah,
so,
I bet we'll get a chance to talk about it and show it off a little bit later. Heather, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, fantastic space out here. Like Heather said, so much to see and take in and read out here. Football, just the smallest part of it, but of course a part of it for the fans out there. Like I said, we'll get a chance to show off some of these areas in just a little bit, but grand opening out here at the Bart and Cherry Starr Museum today. Very exciting time.
Great place. Thanks, Cal.
Legacy of one Green Bay Packers legend and his family will live on even stronger thanks to a new museum in New London. The Bart and Cherry Starr Museum opens to the public today. Cal Larson is in New London this morning getting an early look. Hi, Cal.
Good morning, everybody. Spending the morning in the beautiful new Bart and Cherry Starr Museum here at Rawhide Youth Services. We are in the Love Story room. We're going to pan over and give you a look at some of the letters written to Cherry Starr. Heather Stern, the Chief Growth Officer, here with us again this morning. Heather, what are we looking at right here?
Yeah, so Bart believed in telling Cherry how much he loved her on a regular basis, and every day wrote her love letters. And what you're seeing here is compilation of all of those. So he, wrote them every day, and then Cherry kept them in this special box, and Cherry gifted this box to us. And it's pretty powerful to read through their love for each other.
And now it's here at Rawhide. What a fantastic spot. So much more in this room. What else is here? Pictures, exhibits. What all went into the space?
Yeah, so the museum's a walk through their life, but their love story is the most important part. And this room is all about how they met, their sacrifices, and just their deep, enduring love for one another. As I interviewed people all across the country, for this project, every one of them talked about Bart and Cherry as an entity, as a force, as a couple that had a love that's unmatched. And so that makes this love story so powerful.
There are so many rooms in this museum. Football, of course, a part of it, but their love, almost the biggest part of this museum.
Yeah.
Why was that such a conscious decision to make this room a focal point?
Yeah, so Cherry wanted love to be the theme of the entire museum and how it weaves in and out of their entire life. And so, you know, their marriage, their love, their faith is the bedrock of everything they've accomplished. And so, you know, being able to share this love story with others is something they wanted to inspire. You know, they wanted to impact other people with what they've been blessed with.
It's been a lot of years in the making. It's finally here, the grand opening today. What does this mean?
Everything. I wish Cherry could be here to see it, but her hand is in every room, every exhibit, and it's just an opportunity for us to make her and Bart proud and leave a legacy behind.
Absolutely. Heather, thank you so much. Beautiful space, guys, as I said. Their love, a huge part of this museum. Football, of course, a part of it. So many other rooms and exhibits here make up their whole story. We'll get a chance to show that all off. But again, the Bart and Cherry Starr Museum out here at Rawhide Youth Services, now open after a long, long journey. We'll get a chance to show off a little bit more for you here coming up.
Thanks, Cal.
Honoring a legendary couple, the Bart and Cherry Starr Museum opens to the public today in New London. Cal Larson is there to get an early look this morning. Hi, Cal.
Good morning, everybody. Back again in the Bart and Cherry Starr Museum, the brand new Bart and Cherry Starr Museum here at Rawhide Youth Services. We have another special guest with us, Carrie Seibert, the marketing brand manager. Carrie, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Getting a look at this beautiful red Corvette here. People might wonder what this is doing in a Bart and Cherry Starr Museum. I'm going to leave it up to you. Why is this here? What's the significance?
You bet. Thanks for asking. So this car does have significance to the museum and to Rawhide. What's really interesting about it is actually the vehicle that Bart Starr won as the MVP for Super Bowl II. So this is a 1968 Rally Red Chevy Corvette convertible. And what many people may not know is that actually this car likely saved Rawhide and why it exists today. And during that time period, when he won the car, when Bart Starr won the car, Rawhide was having some financial problems. And they came up with the idea, Bart and Cherry Starr, because they had so much passion, right, for Rawhide and how we need to make this work. We need to keep the doors open. So they came up with the idea to donate the vehicle and raffle it.
Wow.
So that was the idea, that was the plan. They start looking into it and all these obstacles, lots of challenges in Wisconsin with raffling vehicles they discovered. Well, they found a workaround, and but the workaround was that they had to sell the tickets over a three-day period, right, and raffle the vehicle. And they did it. They printed off 40,000 tickets from a Friday to a Monday. They sold all 40,000 tickets for $1 each and raised $40,000 and was able to pay the mortgage off for Rawhide.
Oh my goodness. And vehicles still a very important aspect out here. Before we let you go, what else do you guys do with cars out here? Why do they matter?
Well, they do matter, a big deal. This car actually signaled an idea from John Gillespie, actually. He was traveling, he saw an ad that talked about donating cars. So he thought, we were so successful with a raffle and a car donation with Bart Starr many years ago, why don't we try that? And to raise funds, and sure enough, it turned into a hugely successful program for us. Back in 1983, we hoped to maybe just get one vehicle a month. By the end of the year, we were getting about 3,500 vehicles at a time per year. So yes, hugely successful, and it's still a huge piece of our DNA today. Car donations are incredibly important, and it all is because of the car.
Unbelievable. Very exciting day out here.
Yes.
How excited are you?
I am. It's thrilled that it's finally here. It's been in the making for a while.
Some years. Well, it's a beautiful space. Carrie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's take a wide shot of this car again. A beautiful vehicle, one of the many rooms here at the Bart and Cherry Starr Museum. As I said, now open. Get a chance to come check it out. We'll have another space to show off for you here coming up.
Thanks, Cal.
A new attraction is opening to the public today in New London. The Bart and Cherry Starr Museum is set to open after a $6.5 million capital campaign from Rawhide Youth Services. Cal Larson is in New London this morning checking it all out. Hi, Cal.
Good morning, everybody. Spending the morning in the beautiful, brand new Bart and Cherry Starr Museum here at Rawhide Youth Services. We've had some great guests this morning. Well, another great one joining us, Alan Laux, President and CEO out here. Alan, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being a part of this. How are you feeling seeing the space now that it's finally open?
It feels fantastic. It is an honor to be able to showcase this to the public.
Yeah, well, let's showcase some. We have one of the coolest rooms out here, and we've talked a little bit in throughout the morning that you can't have a Bart Starr museum or a museum with his name on it and not focus on some football, but it's not the whole story out here. What does this museum mean to you and to the people?
So Bart Starr was certainly a great football player, and he's known for that, and we've got some relics here that are just a fabulous showcase of his life. But Bart would not want you to think about him just as a football player. His humility, his values, his character in life is really what he would want you to remember him as.
So when people come here and they leave, what are you hoping they might be instilled with or they take away as they walk out the door?
I'm hoping that they're inspired to live a life that's well lived, with values and character and leadership, the same way Bart and Cherry lives.
How does this room, the museum specifically, we're showing off some of his Hall of Fame memorabilia and some photos of him and his teammates, how does that tie into your mission out here? Because some people might think that it wouldn't.
So Bart and Cherry were with us from the beginning, and their lives are very similar to the lives of at-risk youth that we serve. They came from very humble beginnings. They had tragedy in their lives that they had to overcome. They had to put in hard work and have values around family and around character. And so their lives were just like any of the rest of us. And they would want you to realize they were just normal human beings that were able to live a great life.
And they have such a great story. We showed off the Love Room earlier, just fantastic. Before we let you go, Alan, what can you say about your team out here, the people who have been involved in this, the generous donors who made this happen, to now finally be here standing in the museum?
Well, I'm honored to have a team that put this together. For the last 3 years, they've been working with the Starr family, and they've just done a fabulous job. And really, this is a gift to the community, and it's a give back for the almost 60 years of investment that the community has put behind Rawhide.
Alan, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for the information. Just a fantastic space out here. Again, we've been privileged to be out here and show you guys this beautiful space. A lot of rooms to take in, a lot of pictures, notes, writing on the wall, now officially open. So come get a chance to check it out if you will, here at Rawhide Youth Services. And that's all we got for you this morning.